What's going on, movie fans? I watched the new horror flick The Damned last night. This movie is currently playing in theaters, and it's the first brand new flick that I watched in 2025. The movie is about a group of fishermen living in Iceland in the mid to late 1800s. They're on sort of an isolated, some sort of mountain or island where they fish for the entire winter, and then they bring the fish back home and they make their money. That's how they live, that's how they work, and so they're all used to this. They're used to these cold, isolating moments, and the food that they have is running out quickly, and so they have to start rationing off food. When one day they see a ship that's sinking off the coast, and they make the decision as a group not to save them for two reasons. One, it'd be very dangerous to go out there in the icy waters, and two, if they did save anybody, they wouldn't have any food to help them with, and they'd all end up eventually starving to death. So they make the decision collectively to not help the people sinking on the boat. And because they make that decision, they invite some sort of evil back to the island with them. And now this evil that takes the shape of a man at different times and is kind of horrifying to look at will mess with them more psychologically than anything else, because these guys that all knew each other for so long, they're all friends, they all start turning on each other. So the movie goes from being a horror mystery film, which is what it's listed as, to being more of a psychological slow burn horror film. My biggest positive coming out of this movie is I thought that the isolation moments of this movie and some of the visuals from the evil entity worked really well for me. On the negative side though, this is a very slow burn psychological film where really it plays with the heads of the people and you don't know what you're seeing, if it's real or not. Overall, would I recommend The Damned to anyone? I would say if you like slow burn psychological horror films, you might enjoy this one. I found some enjoyment in it. It's not a movie I'd necessarily rush back to go watch again, but it's not a movie I would never watch again. My wife, however, does not like slow burn psychological period piece films, so this didn't work for her at all, and it's probably one of her least favorite movies that she's watched in a while, so do with that what you will. All that said, The Damned is currently playing in theaters, and you can check it out there.